My name is Richard Lothian, and I am a casting director. I specialize mainly in long-form film and television. Can we still say television? And animation. Essentially, my job is I get employed by a producer and a director to look at their script, then break it down, and in collaboration with those directors and producers, find out exactly what they're looking for. I then put that out into the world and start auditioning talent. In the best case scenario, I am finding the best person for each role, and then helping production make sure that we can secure that talent and put them into film, television, or animation, or whichever medium we are looking for. The way that I got into this job is, a long time ago I studied to be an actor first. I was really passionate about the art form. I went and studied for 3 years at a college, and at the end of that, I was still hungry to know more. So I carried on looking within sort of the industry at other things that I could get involved in. So I was looking at stunts, I was looking at all sorts of things, really. But during that time, just to make ends meet, I was getting into a studio with all of the casting directors that worked in and around Cape Town. Initially, I went in as a reader. I just wanted to be opposite the talent that was coming in and see what they were doing to book the roles that they were getting. I then built that up as a skill, how to cold read, how to work with actors in that capacity. I then started looking for a little bit more responsibility. So I spoke to some of those casting directors and asked if I could become a studio director, specifically for commercials to start. And that gave me a lot of experience just to learn how to work with actors, how to get a performance from them. That then carried on all the while I was doing my acting, and was very happy with my career and the way that it was going. But at one point, I realized that I'd fallen in love with everything that was happening inside the studio, and that's where I wanted to be. So I told one of the casting directors that I'd been spending a lot of time working with, the amazing Krista Schamberger, if she would take me under her wing and teach me everything that she knows, then I would stop going to castings. And I suppose the rest is history. Spent 15 years working under Krista as her, first just a studio assistant, and then worked as her casting assistant up to her associate. And then, was essentially running a lot of her Cape Town castings for her. So we had an amazing partnership. And about 5 years ago, I decided to step out and do my own thing. And that has been a wild ride, but that's where I am. I stay in Cape Town, and I am now working for the producer and director on this side, trying to find the best actors for the roles that whatever we can get them into. It's an interesting part of the industry to get into. I had my way. I think every casting director that's working out there has had a role model or a path that they've been able to follow. I certainly wouldn't be here without Krista. But there are so many ways to get into it. I think a mentoring program is always a great way in, but essentially it's follow your passion. If there's so many sides to this part of the craft, if it's the acting that you're passionate about, then it's being an actor. If it's directing actors, there is a whole world of actors that are self-taping at the moment, and they would love someone to be opposite them to help guide them into a performance. If it's the admin that you love, why? But you do you. There is so much specificity that's needed behind the scenes, and I think at the end of the day, it is an incredible position to be in because we are collaborators. We work with the directors to find their vision. We work with the producers to come in at their costs. But more than anything, I think we work with actors. We put in as much information and as much help or clues as we can offer, so that when actors do audition, they feel like they are as prepared as they possibly can be. Look, it's tricky when you're dealing with NDAs and all sorts of things, but the craft, in my opinion, of what a casting director is we facilitate the best from an actor. We love helping actors gear in for a role, whether for a film, whatever it's going to be, but we love nothing more than an actor bringing something into the space, something unique that they can offer to a role. Everything that we are putting out is very much our interpretation of what we think the film is going to be, and we're getting all of the inside info from the creative people who have gotten it to that point. But on the day we are looking for that special something, that we want to facilitate that spark and allow an actor, whether it's in their self-tape or in the room, to give the best performance they feel is possible, so that we can then offer that to directors and producers and elevate whatever they are hoping to put out in the world. So I think that's the long and the short of it. That's what at least something that I feel I try and do every day when I go into the studio and I'm working with actors. Things that I think maybe actors should know about our position is that we also don't make the final choice. You know, we put a lot out there, but we don't, at the end of the day, get to choose who is going to get the role. I also think that because actors often, or at least until the end stages, don't really get a chance to speak with the directors and the producers, we are that middle ground, if you like. We're the ones that are working with the actors and then putting that their performances forward. And because there's so many casting directors that have a different way of viewing what the job is, I think it's really important for actors to know that we are there to service and to help. We are putting as much information as we can into our briefs. And when you are in the room, we are doing everything we possibly can to help you secure those roles. So we are on your side. But don't feel like you need to walk into an audition room and give us what we want as casting directors. We don't know. And you don't know what we're looking for. So bring your best. Make your offering. That's what's important. That's what a director wants to see. They want to see truth. And you can't speak to mine, but I can help you have the space to deliver that in the most honest way. And so see us as your allies and come in ready to play.